Eddie and Zotto, GamerNerd.com. Today I'm taking a look at Unearth. This is a set collection game where players will have a few dice that they use to roll and try to control various cards that come out representing ruins that the players are unearthing in order to take those into their possession by having the highest rolled die on each card. They'll also be using their lower rolls to collect stones and build monuments in their own little tableau, earning points and special abilities that way too. It's really interesting. It's light, it's quick, and it's fun. And I really like this game. It's kind of unique. I don't think that I've played a game that feels just like this. And what I really like is that when you're using these dice, and you're using three different types of dice, there's 1d4, 3d6s, and 1d8. And you're trying to get high numbers to win the cards, but then you're trying to get low numbers as well to get those stones into your little tableau so you can build monuments. So either end of the spectrum there, you're gaining something. You're trying to win something at the high end, and you're claiming those stones at the low end. And then also the fact that you put your dice out onto these cards and then maybe another player wins with a higher roll, you would think that that's like a really chancy, lucky type thing. But the fact that you can decide, oh, I want to jump on there and throw some dice there so that I can pick up some Delver cards to help me in the future, that's really cool. I like the way that you can kind of play off of other players and strategize using the different resources you have at hand, your different dice, to do different things. There's also a lot of sort of snaking these cards out from one another. So you'll see in a higher player count game, you'll see a lot of stuff going on. You'll have some choices to throw your die onto a card, maybe play a couple delve cards, boost those die rolls, and then throw that die onto a card and grab it when someone else, it might have been a 17 value card. So they've been working on getting this die value up. And then you go in, you have your D8 and maybe a +2 or something. You throw it on there, and bam, you've rolled one die, but you've taken that card. But those people still get something for it. Or like if you know someone's going to win, you just drop a die on there, pick up a delve card, it'll help you in the future. And I also really like the D4. The fact that you gain a stone on a 1, 2, or 3, you have that D4 always kind of in your back pocket to just be able to grab a stone and fill in your little rings to build monuments. Because the monuments are actually kind of my favorite part of the game. The fact that you're trying to get very specific colors to build this ring of stones to produce the monument that you have your eye on. But everyone else is kind of racing for those too. There is the opportunity, I don't want to say opportunity actually, there is the chance that you'll get your dice kind of stuck at certain times and want to get those specific dice back, particularly your D8 and your D4. Those are the ones that are kind of really strong in different ways. So a lot of the time you're kind of just hoping someone else will finish off a card even if you're not going to win it, even if you don't care. But a lot of times you're watching those other players because since it's set collection, you can see which colors they have a lot of, and the point values go up very quickly. So you're going to try to really stop people from gaining all those purple cards or all those white cards or whatever. There's a lot going on in this game, and I think that's really cool. In a two-player game, there's a lot less going on. You only have 4 of the ruin cards, which is good, but a lot of times players will kind of like go off in their own way, and like you might end up kind of dropping a lot of dice onto 2 cards maybe, and just kind of slowly edging up to the high values that are on those cards. But, there's still the opportunity where someone's working on a card and you just jump in and take it from them. And it's kind of like a little bit of a seesaw battle in that way. So, two-player game, not quite as lively, but still pretty good. So, that's Unearth. I dig the game. I love the artwork. I think that's the first thing that anyone notices about this game. Really beautiful sort of isometric computer-rendered art on all these cards. They're large tarot-sized cards. Really nice. The Delver cards I mentioned before, I feel like there could be more of them, more different abilities that you can use, because I found I would have a hand that might have a bunch of the same card, and I'd be like, what? I don't know what to use these for in this particular situation. So there's that. But that last card, the End of Age card that comes out, is really interesting. The way that that can affect the end of the game or be a sudden influx of points that you can get. And I really like the one that gives you negative points. It's like you're trying to not be the person to roll on that card, and you have to. On each turn, you have to roll a die. So if there's just one card left, you're kind of like, okay, good. And then like you're happy that the next player is going to be the one to take that card. But anyway, so that's Unearth from Brotherwise Games, designed by Jason Harner and Matthew Ransom. Very solid game. I want to say that for a higher player count game, 3 and 4 player, that it's a 4. And a 2 player, I think it would be a 3 for me. But so it's somewhere in there, 3, 4, probably leaning toward the 4 end. It's a commendable game. So yeah, exactly. That's Unearth. Beautiful little game. Love the art. Brotherwise Games. Go check it out. Thanks for watching GamerNode, and as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications for when we upload new videos. Follow us on our new Instagram at GamerNode, Twitter, and like us on Facebook, and check out the site for everything new. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Have fun out there.